o'clock.
Yeah, because
they don't want him.
Kickback Podcast. Case and Jarard J.
Kickback Podcast. Kickback Podcast. Kickback.
If he started, I don't even know. We live right now? Like, is that what we're doing for? This is what we're doing? Because the camera's on, we live? Welcome to the Kickback Pod. Hit that dope, bro.
Is that what's happening?
Yes, I guess we on. I didn't hear no intro or nothing, but you know what? It's cool. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kickback Podcast. I am Jarard J. That is Alicia Coley, who is here with the brand new braid job. So she's got a little headache right now, so bear with her.
No, those ain't brand new.
They ain't brand new.
I could look at them.
Oh, you got new growth? There's new growth in there?
New growth.
Yeah, you don't see. It's right in the front.
Now you see, I was trying to build you up. You see how he tore you down?
But you know what?
You see how
I'm a realist.
The truth shall set you free.
I'm a realist. I don't have to fake fraud for nobody. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. These braids is old. They done been in the beach. They've been to Jamaica. They've been in the pool.
Have they been pulled on though? Have they been grabbed?
Absolutely have been pulled on. Yeah. What?
Were they wrapped around the hand and pulled, or just?
That's too far.
Huh?
But doesn't matter. That's
just
too
a
far.
quick little.
Hey,
pull and release.
And this weekend it will go down again. Hey, Case,
wow.
Welcome to the
okay,
show.
two-time.
How are you? Hey,
two-time Grammy nominee R&B star. My big brother Case is here, of course.
What up, y'all? What up? What up?
And we gotta welcome a special guest, man. Like I'm happy my brother's across me right now, man. It's long time coming. Can I say? Do I have to say formally?
No.
Okay, good.
I own that.
Okay, we gotta talk about that. Member of 112, who all of us have memories of one way or the other. I mean, there are some type of 112 song that pivoted something in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, Slim is in the building.
Give it up. Give it up.
Hey.
Yes,
what
sir.
up, bro? Ham?
Hey, man. Blessed. And highly favored. Got a lot of good things going on, man. Happy to, be. Have some time to be at home. Isn't that right?
You already know.
We're
but
pretty much on the same.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we've been out for a long time, so you know what I'm saying? So, just having a little fun.
What I think we should do, we are in a situation in life right now where it seems like every time we come on this show, we got to talk about something either negative or something that takes a lot of energy and strength out of us or whatever. It's like every week. If y'all don't mind, tonight, can we talk about some good stuff and have some memories and
talk about that?
Hey,
but there's some shit on my mind. We're gonna talk about it next week.
Okay.
Got you.
Okay. Well, if we have to, fine.
We don't have to. It'll keep.
It's gonna keep.
If God willing, the creek don't rise.
Because I feel like
grandmama
this.
used to say.
I feel like this, and I was thinking about this.
Take it back.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this on over here. My cousin is in town from Toronto, and he brings me an immense amount of strength. And I was thinking about.
I'm
on the way over here
for anybody around here. You see that,
You
right?
didn't clap for me.
I was thinking about on the way over here, like, yo,
man, I was like,
we're about to be in a room with not only history, but we're about to be in a room with memories of like positivity and when things were cool and when stuff was fun. And you know what I'm saying? The vibe of music when, you can always remember like what club you was at dancing with who and all that kind of stuff. And when music videos was popping, you know what I'm saying? We about to be in that kind of a room. So I want to have that type of energy, if y'all don't mind tonight. You know what I'm saying? And just do it that way.
Well, before we start,
yes,
I want to say a big shout out and a big RIP to my man Bernard Bell.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Super producer, one of the best songs. I went to his funeral yesterday. I just got off the phone with his son. Me and Bernard was like family. So shout out to him. And now we can go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go. Absolutely. Alicia, you good? Let's start with you. Are you okay?
I am good,
Okay.
but I'm going to write you an intro for me because the earlier just now you was like, and that is Alicia Cooley.
Yeah.
And then you went to Grammy Award, and then it was Slim. What's up? Y'all know who he is.
You know why?
I want my accolades, okay?
Right now.
Okay.
So listen,
every week we go
spell
through
accolades.
this. Every time,
right.
and you know what I'm saying?
You right.
Every time
You
we
right.
go through this.
You gonna side with that? You shady.
I'm with her when she right.
Oh, you shady as hell.
I mean, you was like, and that is like.
He did. Like, I ain't shit. Like, it was like, okay,
Well,
that's
see,
her.
now I can't side with it.
But then it was like, I told y'all, like, okay, let me tell y'all
Y'all
something.
is in Virginia.
Let me tell y'all, everybody that's listening, everybody that's watching, whatever y'all doing,
Well,
okay?
we love you.
I
We
know
do.
you. I
We
feel
do
the
love
love. I
Okay.
feel that.
Just checking.
We
You know what
do.
I'm saying? R&B.
Right,
trap,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
What Kevin Hart do? What Kevin Hart do?
Wait,
No, hit it with the
don't
whisper.
call me
Hit it
that
with the
soon. Like, wait a
whispers.
minute, bring it on down.
Yeah, hit it with
Bring
the
it on
whispers.
down.
Ladies and gentlemen, she is hilarious. She is a business owner. She's an
A lot
entrepreneur.
of business owners.
She takes the stage. She does an amazing job with comedy.
Promoter. Don't forget
promoter
promoter.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
She's a mom.
Yellow
She's a-
t-shirt
she's a-
owner.
Yellow t-shirt owner. She's a beautiful girl from Philly. You
Mental
know what I
health
mean? She
awareness
makes
is
everybody
all
laugh.
me.
Her name is Alicia Coley.
Wait, hold up.
See, nobody gave a damn.
awareness.
See,
Hold on,
nobody
hold on.
clapped and nothing.
Miss
Mental health
mental health awareness.
Mental
You
health.
left that part out.
is all me, is what I said. Yeah. Did I have my shirt on today? P-shirt, P.
And she has beautiful teeth. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I paid for those.
Nice.
But I don't got the
Yeah.
chiclet version. These are my teeth.
Oh,
Not the
oh.
chick-
Okay.
Did you just clown anybody that got veneers?
You are
That was-
I'm a
something else.
comedian. Like, what I'm supposed to do? Like, sit here
Facts.
and not
Okay.
observe the room?
Hey.
Not saying there's something here, but when I go in the room,
No, you
I look
said
at the
what you
stage.
said.
I look at the stage. From the let me see your teeth, Case.
Hell no, no.
But no, I observe the room and I make my observations and I talk about it.
Not now, not after that.
Nobody is an exception of the rule
Fair
in
enough.
comedy.
Hey, man.
Let's start with the feeling. I wanna get this from you, Slim. The feeling of the BET Awards a couple Sundays ago. We all watched Diddy on stage do his thing. We all watched him kind of bring back the bad boy era, and
Oh, yeah.
a lot of people asked, and myself included,
They
where in
were
the
announcing that.
where in the hell was
Did you hear
112?
him announce it?
Now,
Yeah.
big shouts out to Jane. Okay.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? But no,
Bro,
but
what?
I think big shouts out to him, but I think he probably just read. Either
think so
he
too.
read the,
Or he
the
looked
front-
at somebody
or he
and-
probably
yeah,
thought.
that's
you know
what I
what
I don't know.
But, you
It
know-
was written somewhere. It had to be because you don't just come up with that.
No, black
because
people don't do that. We see shit and we just say shit.
yeah, but exactly, he had to see it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw a
But-
group and that's
Okay.
And
was in
you
his
know,
mind.
but you know, he probably that's probably what he wanted.
Yeah.
But you know, what I mean, let me just give a big shout out to Diddy because first
Yes,
of all,
sir.
let me give him his props.
Right.
He did reach out.
yes, sir.
He did reach out.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Nice.
He reached out and he basically was like, "Hey, I know you're on the road. I know, you know what I'm saying. You know, y'all got stuff going on, but you know what I mean. I need you to do a solid." So I was like, "Hey, man, what's up? You know, hey." Because usually everything's yes with, you know, Diddy's, you know, brothers. And then he was like, yeah, you know.
Dog, it's hard to say no to Puff.
very
They said
hard.
that. They
I
said
went to
that
high
on the
school with
award.
Very
Puff.
hard to
Yo,
say no
When
to.
I tell you it's hard to say, I went to high
Yeah.
school with Puff. It's hard as fuck to say no.
Oh, yeah, because he's not going to take
Because you'll try and then he'll gas you up. You'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
we should do that shit.
Yeah. and you know, so you
Yes,
know his,
sir. Yes,
now,
sir.
You know, so it's really there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Once he put that
So-
battery in your back.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you know,
Just
he definitely he reached out and he was like, hey man, this is a little catch.
A little catch.
I kind of want to do it with, you know what I'm saying, the four guys like how I remember it. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dang, man, you know what I'm saying? That part can't happen. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and I'm sorry because I don't like saying no to him.
Yeah.
Usually you could.
I don't know how you did it.
But
I don't know how you did it.
what? Ask?
Said no to him. No, said no to him.
Oh, say no. Well, I mean, it's kind of easy on that part, you know, like because I mean, after everything happened, you know what I'm saying,
Right,
legally, and you know what I'm saying, and now after 4.5 years of me fighting for my freaking life and then winning everything, and it's like, why would I then do something that
Go
would
back.
jeopardize everything?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
So that part of it is over now. So everything
Yeah,
is
yeah.
because everybody kind of knew that there was some legal stuff going on between the group and some litigation issues and all that. And that was, I think, one of the concerns. People were like, "Well, 112 should be a part of this because this bad boy."
But it
and-
definitely, it wasn't Diddy's fault because, like I said, Diddy not only did he ask, he really asked.
right.
Like,
but he
that-
he knew what was going on though, obviously, right?
No, well, he did, but not to the extent. So let's say it like this. So he did kind of know. He did kind of know because verses.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, yeah.
So when we did verses, you know what I mean. Diddy and big shout out to Diddy, Stevie J, Faith, Mario Winans. You know what I'm saying? They were behind the scenes. We all we're family. So he was trying to see. Then that's when he was kind of blindsided because he really did not know. But after reaching out to everybody, he kind of saw exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
So you know, I think of course, he was thinking like, okay, this is probably some brotherhood stuff, and
Right.
they probably had a little falling out or whatever. But what he did not know was that it really went to court.
Yeah.
That was court stuff
Yeah.
involved. So
Supreme Court.
big shot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, yes. After they took it from state, they accused and made a state situation, and then it goes to Supreme once they made an accusation.
And what's funny is a couple weeks ago, they don't know this, but we was together, and me and Seuss was trying to talk Slim into doing the BT Awards.
Oh, really?
We had a, what was it, 2-hour-long conversation?
Right, yeah.
And then every time he made a point, because I didn't really have a point, so I'm like, come on, man, you could do it. Like,
And I was like, Case, bro.
yeah.
But I really can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, once you have a judgment, and the judgment, so
Is what it
basically
is.
all state and federal saw my side of the situation.
Really?
So
Okay.
at the end of the day, now it's just boom. And not only was, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, there's a little OH, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, but I look at it as, you know, at the end of the day, it's one of those things where, you know, where it is where it is.
Right.
And, you know, and personally, it's not personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wish them the best. I really, really do.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? It was just unfortunate the way they handled things. So it's just like, okay, so since it was handled that way, I'm going to keep it that way until they fix what they started. You know what I'm saying?
So how does the
Defensive.
112 brand progress from here though? Like how does that work? How does that look when it comes to
Amazingly.
doing shows and doing
Okay.
this, that, and the third? Like what's the dynamic of that?
Okay, so 112 now is myself, my brother Michael Keith, and 2 dancers.
Okay.
So the 2 dancers is 2 guys. So we don't try to trick everybody or none of that. We don't put mics in their hands and all that stuff or whatever. And I know people will always ask, why don't you all put new singers in? So let's just keep this 1,000.
Yeah,
Okay. If you had 2 voices, new voices in 112, I don't really think the true 112 fans would even accept those 2 new voices.
I don't think they would either.
So, and I'm gonna keep it real. That's my respect to those actual guys. My respect to what they actually brought to the culture
Keeps
of
you from doing
112.
that, for sure.
Once the 112 situation, I want everybody to still remember Q Might Slim to run.
Yeah.
So in the mind, you know what I'm saying? Like this is that's so when you hear those songs that bring you back, and you know what I'm saying, I want you to hear it exactly for what it is. So
Right.
so I don't want any type of, you know what I'm saying, somebody else singing it, because it's not gonna feel the same, and you know what I'm saying. But hey,
And they're
whatever
gonna have a
happens.
bunch of shit to say.
Yeah,
Because that's what people do.
That's
They be like,
fair.
why don't you do this? And when you do it, they talk
and
shit.
then they
Right.
talk. Yeah,
Then they talk shit.
You can't win.
So,
Internet.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Because
undefeated.
You're right about
it's
that.
never really the same. Because even when you look at some of the groups, even the Temptations,
Nah,
or
the
In
Temptations had their
Vogue,
biggest hits after
or-
they changed members.
Okay, but it still was different looking at it from that perspective. Like it was,
Yeah.
you were used to.
Wait, we had that
seeing-
conversation too.
We had that
I
conversation.
tried all. I tried all
So
this
trust
shit.
me when I said so. Here,
Am I
here we
lying?
go.
I tried all this shit on him.
So here we go. The great thing about it is, if you come and you see a 112 show, so what we did was we adjusted to exactly what we were given.
Okay.
So what we did was when we put the dancers in, we basically had to get even more in shape. You know what I'm saying? And then here we go. And now, Slim, you're gonna have to flat foot get out here and actually sound exactly like the. You know what I'm
The
saying?
record,
Like the
yeah,
record.
yeah.
You can't play around with the
Yeah.
situation, and these records are bang, 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 bang. Now we were blessed to have like 14 top 10 hits or
Right.
whatever, so it's not like you can, we can't miss on this. So we're gonna hit you exactly with what you came to hear, and we're gonna bang. It has a lot of energy. Big shots out the groups that we look up to, like New Edition.
Yeah.
Where you have different entities inside of a successful brand.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So BBD brings a lot of energy. So that's exactly, we just took something from New Edition, like what and we bring a lot of energy. We bring exactly how it feels. And that's right now, we make more now than we have ever made.
Nice.
And
Really?
sometime I'm in the group. Well, he don't know that yet, but
Yeah,
sometime
okay.
I'm in the group, but
Hey,
I be on
y'all,
the side of the stage.
hey, y'all
You
got
go
on the
ahead.
flyer songs together though. Like you was the business. Matter of fact, let me tell you the story, Slim, about you. Then we're gonna come back to this.
All right.
When y'all did the song "You," I was at Magic. I was at Magic at the time, right, Case?
Yeah.
Y'all was
Yep.
at Magic 107.5 at the time. And Case was like, "Yo, me and Slim just did a record," and I was like, "Where is it? Let me hear it." So he sent me the record, and I was like, "What are we doing with this record?" So I called the program director, and I was like, "Yo, there's this record that needs to get love right now, right?" And that's
Yeah,
the case.
yeah, he
Just come in.
definitely did.
That's the case. Just come in. So Case came on the show, brought the record. What do? We played the record.
And they went crazy.
People went
They were
crazy over the record.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
Like the
It was a
phones
smash.
was, I'm talking about like, brrr, like
It
the
was a
phones
smash.
was
It was a
nuts.
smash.
And we
had
didn't
that
even
machine,
really,
it'd have been over.
yeah, and we didn't really,
Boy, it'd
That would have been all the way
Boy,
over.
it'd been
We'd have had
over.
another top 10.
Man, listen.
man,
yes,
let's
sir.
look. And we didn't even really do much except he just came in, we played it, we talked about it, we had fun with it, but it wasn't like a extra huge promotion. We didn't do none of that kind of stuff. We just, because we brothers, I was like, yo, come in, this record is crazy.
Yeah.
And then right after that happened, what did he do? He added the record.
And
Just
hold
like
up.
that.
And we got 2 more we just did.
Yeah, we did.
And we had a conversation about some other stuff. I don't
That's
know if he
what
want
I'm
me to
saying.
say it.
I don't- you
So-
know,
Yeah, I want you
we
to say it.
may
What you talking
say it.
about?
No, I said I don't know if he want me to say
I
it.
don't
I
know.
know
You
you
can
want
say
This
to
is
it.
your
say it.
show.
This is
What do you
your
mean?
show. You can
You
say
say what
whatever
you wanna
you wanna
say,
say,
sir.
I
All
mean,
right,
it is
so
me.
me and Slim
I
had a
wanna hear it.
conversation. Actually, we've been having this conversation for a minute. So we're gonna do an album together, me and him.
So here we go.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
we
like
go.
fire and ice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Fire and ice. Just imagine what type of records, you know what I'm saying, with our tones. You know what
it's
I'm
gonna be
saying?
crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be
It's
ill.
gonna be
I can't
crazy.
wait.
Thunder and lightning.
Hey,
That's gonna be the name of the record.
Bye-bye.
I like
Or
it.
either
I like it.
Achai Machete.
No, Thunder and Lightning's
Nah,
no.
nigga,
Let's
it's
use
a lot
Thunder
of
and
Mexicans
Lightning.
here.
Yeah, let's use Thunder and Lightning.
Achai Machete.
Let's use
I'm the
Thunder.
axe, he the machete.
Put it in
Hey.
the parentheses.
but who he said?
First of all, I just met you.
I don't know, man. I'm excited about it because, you know, at the end of the day, man, everything is all about progress, and progress is always a process, and there's always a way to do things and let it evolve and stay ahead of the evolution curve, and that's how you win, right?
It's always about the music.
It's always about the
Every
music.
time.
The common denominator is always the music. It's always the
Always.
product.
That's what it's about.
Always.
And if the product is up to par or beyond par, then you win. You know what I'm saying? If it's not, you got a problem because then you got to rely on other stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I think that it's a good thing. I know that people, you know, who don't have these type of conversations or this type of access want to know this type of stuff because the questions were coming up when they're watching BET or T Awards. People don't know that you was going through all that legal stuff unless it was it wasn't all in the news. It wasn't,
Right.
you know, so these are things that people need to know. So it's good to unpack this type of stuff because you have to understand that as you're listening and watching the show, you have to understand that the music business is just that. It is business, right? And
Yes,
so
yes, yes.
It's
there's a
more
lot
business than music.
more business than music. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that have a huge impact on the stuff that is on the scenes, right? So you have to talk about those things. So when you talk about the era, right, and you talk about, you know, all of the records and you talk about all of the feelings, you have to also understand that what you're talking about was what it was at that time in terms of the dynamic behind it, right? And so that's why it's good to come on, have these type of conversations, but bring the fans into it so that they know what to expect from this point forward.
And also, it's like a divorce. Just because Slim and Mike is going through it with Deron and Q, it's not your fault. We still love y'all.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
It's like a divorce.
But trust me, no.
You didn't do anything wrong.
That divorce was a long time ago.
I'm
so
just
we don't really.
because the kids be the product of the divorce, so we gotta make them. It's
Oh,
not your fault.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
that's
your
what-
fault.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, hey, it's okay.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
it's
saying?
okay.
You know, it's just. You know.
Now you get 2 Christmases.
No, except with the brand, you know, you only get
all
one
day.
Christmas.
All day. Oh, it's only one.
It's only one.
But the second one is.
Oh, yeah, but, you know.
it's 2 Christmases.
Two Christmases.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You see, this album is gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be.
Oh,
silly.
you heard
It's
the
gonna be
first 2
good.
songs.
I did, I
Chemistry.
did,
see the
I did.
chemistry
You heard
already.
the
yeah.
first 2.
I did.
Actually, if we want to include you, that's the first 3 songs.
Okay, so that's on it. That's gonna be on it. You's gonna be on it.
I don't know. Ask me later. We
I'm
don't know.
telling
We-
you now.
we didn't
Let
have
me
a
just-
meeting
can I
yet.
just
We
tell
didn't
you-
have a
What
meeting
did
yet.
that mean?
We didn't have a meeting.
It'll
yet.
be
I
it'll
gotta
be
hear
on
that
it.
record.
It'll be
Well,
on it.
at
If
least
I got
you
something to
heard
do
it.
with
Big
it.
shouts out to Travis, man.
Yeah, shout out Travis.
Yeah, we got
man,
Travis
listen,
on
man.
here this year too.
Yeah, man.
On the show?
Yeah, Travis
About
coming
time.
this
Travis
year.
need to come on in the show,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Stop.
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
He's always
Definitely.
trying to rob people and stuff at his other job and everything. He gotta stop doing that. Stop doing that, Travis. No, but this is good. This is good news, man. And I think that this is something that we need as a culture. And this is the reason why I wanted to keep it positive and uplifting today, because if we just start digging into a bunch of other stuff, the audience wouldn't know what we just found out. You know
And
what
me
I'm
and
saying?
Slim
So-
don't use auto tune. I'm just
Wow.
Right.
No, I was just saying.
Okay.
Shots fired.
Oh my God. Here we go. But I'm just saying.
Slim
I mean,
and say I said it.
yeah, but see,
I'm
that's
just
the
letting y'all
that's
know
the
that
fire
we
part
don't
of the.
use
You know what
we
I'm
don't
saying?
use auto tune.
No, why? But
I mean, a lot of
our
people do,
voice,
and it's okay.
our voice.
He had to get that one in there. He like, yeah, why?
Like,
Why
please,
we-
like, see, he's the fire. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Like, it's okay if you use it. It's okay if it's for you. That's okay for you.
But it ain't for us.
But just not for us.
It's just
Now,
not
listen,
for us. That
we
was-
have a tone.
That
do
was
what
so
we do.
that was so greatly political, Slim. That was perfect. That was
Hey,
good.
you
You got to run.
he told me
He got to run for
fire and
office,
ice.
yo. That was awesome right there.
It's fire and
man.
ice.
Hey, Alicia,
man.
you quiet over there.
I mean, I'm saying I'm loving all of what I'm hearing.
Okay,
'Cause
good.
The first time, like, I didn't know that Jarard J heard music before me again. Like this is crazy.
Well, no,
I be
no.
feeling like I'm just left out. I have to always go here and let people know how they do me.
Oh yeah.
Somebody got a violin.
Wait, no,
Anybody got a
are you-
violin?
do the small one.
No, what's the shit
Look.
from
Yo, you
the
do the
movie?
small
Wait,
one.
are you having a period?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Never.
Well,
Whoa, ever?
That's to get him
Oh,
to
she
the-
she had that thing. She ain't got no more.
I don't hear
No,
that.
but look, okay. So let's do this. Let's have some fun. You guys have known each other for a very long time. Y'all both came up in the industry kind of at the same time, and the industry was different.
I got
than
a
it is
story
now.
about that.
That's
When
what.
you done, when you
No,
done.
I'm not done.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to.
Got a story about everything.
Bring it because this is what I want to do for the show.
You better not
today.
bring up Ronald Reagan either. He don't have nothing to do with
Oh
y'all
snap!
knowing each other.
Damn.
That's why nobody calls on you. This is why. This is why. Oh my.
So I want to explore. I want to explore for people that are listening. I don't know about y'all, but '90s music to me is the golden era. To me, that's when music was like so inspirational and so impactful. That everything about the '90s era to me is it, right? So I want to just explore those times, and I want you to guys just to sit back and explore those times with the people that love still today, the stuff that you guys have created, and so we can kind of take this ride and see
I'm
what
gonna
it
tell you
was.
some good shit.
Yeah, let's go.
So, when I first went on the road, my first actual quote unquote concert was here in Atlanta at what's the shit by Greenbrier?
oh shoot.
That's what I'll tell you about today, Mel Greenbrier.
Pearl?
That's yeah.
it's not
go back to '96.
Oh, in '96.
It was by Greenbrier.
Mr. V's.
Nah, that's not it. But whatsoever it was, let me tell you what happened. So we get there, and there's people parking on the highway and going to the club, right?
Yeah.
So it's me and Foxy. Now,
wow.
Def Jam had told me, I was like, so can I perform? They was like, no, just sing Touch Me, Tease Me. Nobody wants to hear the rest of that shit.
Def Jam told you that?
Because that was the only single that was out.
Okay, so they
And
didn't
my
know
dumb
the
ass
records
didn't
yet.
know no better.
Right.
So it's time to go outside and perform. And they like, wait, hold on. Somebody spilled beer on the dance floor. Now we performed on the dance floor. Seuss know the name of it. We get out there. They didn't get all the beer. Foxy slides across the fucking thing.
Oh.
And then stops. So now I'm not moving. And then the DJ played the version of Touch Me, Tease Me without Foxy. And they was charging like $100 to get in.
Oh.
So when I was finished, I was like, good night. Everybody was like, boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking? Yeah.
So the next day I was in Detroit. I called Def Jam. I was like, fuck y'all. I'm performing.
Yeah.
And we was at the 20 Grand Club, which is historic in Detroit because that's where the
remember
Motown. Yeah,
20
you know about
Grand.
20
I
Grand.
know about 20 Grand.
And it was me,
Yeah.
112,
Yeah.
Genuine,
Yeah.
and I forgot who else. That's when we first met and we clicked immediately.
Yeah.
And that night, and somebody came up to me after was like, I wish you had done that in Atlanta. I'm like, I'm gonna do it from now on.
Yeah. Bet you
I'm gonna do it from now on.
Wow.
But that's when I first met them.
And I remember that.
Yeah, I remember
Do
that
you?
vividly.
I definitely remember that. That was an amazing show too. That was
Yeah,
an amazing show.
yeah.
That's when you knew, like everybody, the energy was so crazy. The '90s was so crazy.
Yeah, it was
The
crazy.
'90s was it, like you know.
Dog,
what
I
I'm
used
saying?
to go in my room. I never tell you this. Yeah, y'all niggas don't judge me. So,
Oh,
no, I was
go.
going through some shit. So I would go to my room. I went to my room that night at the Athenaeum. You remember the
Oh, the
Athenaeum?
Athenaeum.
And I'm sitting there, and I
Them
had
crocodile joints of the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow, yeah.
And I used to listen to "Throw It All Away." Like, how can you throw it all away? Throw it all away. And nigga would tear up. I ain't cry all the way.
It's okay if you did though.
Cried a little
All right,
bit.
I cried a little bit on the inside.
Oh, my
It
God.
might have came
In the
out a
dark.
little bit on the outside. Now it wasn't dark. I'm not a weirdo.
That was crazy though, because so I was going through it myself. So I guess for some reason I wanted to,
Yeah,
I was
man.
trying to see if anybody else related. You know what I'm saying? So
Man.
it was kind of crazy. So
Man, listen,
you went to the very last song on the album.
that was my shit. How could you mislead me? I'm about to cry.
Yeah, but that was
Dog,
amazing.
let me tell you.
Crazy.
That used to be my go-to when I was going through some shit.
Yeah.
Like me and my girl, we was living together at the time. I'm like, bitch, I'm leaving. And I go and go in the parking lot of the thing and play Throw It All Away on repeat, dog. That was my joint. For a while, that was my go-to.
But see,
Oh my God.
okay, now
And
hold
then
on.
I would fuck up and send her that song like she fucked up. But I don't think she caught on.
No, she
Oh
didn't.
yeah, she was like, nah, that's what. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you feel. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Feel it, bro.
Yeah.
But see, this is further indicative of the point I was trying to make about that era of music, right? So you have a story about a certain song.
Mm-hmm.
The song made you feel a certain type of way, and you relied on that song to give you some type of memories. How many songs today let's be honest. Can you have stories about like that? I can't think of any.
Well, it's kind of hard because it's like every week it's probably like 10,000 people probably putting out just
Putting out
records.
songs, yeah.
records,
But they
records,
just
records.
putting out stuff, and a lot of people, and this is in my opinion, man. This ain't them. This is me talking.
And most of them about the strip club
There you go.
or a threesome.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Or some drugs. Or
I used
something.
to have a lot of threesomes, but not as many as these niggas making records about. I don't know what they got going on now.
On the first single, you know what I'm saying? I
On the
was like,
first single.
Nigga, you get to the 9th song on the album before
hey.
it's only one-on-one.
Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah, they
Hey,
ain't even
man.
slow walk you
By the
into
time-
it.
It's just
Yeah.
different. It's different. You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
this
Like,
just what y'all do.
I feel like
goes down.
the intention behind music is different, right? It's like more so about the right now and the gratification right now as opposed to the actual content and quality. And I think that when you have conversations like this, it's like therapeutic for people who remember music that was impactful, that meant something. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why you talk about stuff like this, because again, if we walk out the studio right now and grab somebody and ask them about a song right now that gave them some type of feeling or memory or something that they'll be able to tie to something 15, 20 years from now, they're not going to be able to tell you a record.
I think there's only one for me that just came to my mind just now when you said that is Wrote to Me's I Do. I think that's the only song like right now that I can kind of say it's.
Yeah, I never heard that.
What's on it?
Is his name
That was his
Rotimi?
last- yes.
Oh, Rotimi. Rotimi's dope.
Amazing record.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't hear
Rotimi's
it.
dope.
I
Shouts
didn't
out
hear it.
Rotimi. What's up, boy?
Yeah.
That nigga heard it though. That nigga started nodding immediately.
Yeah, that's I think that song will last for a minute because it's more like a wedding song. It's a love song, but like you said, there's really nothing else out there that you can that resonates. Like, this is what love is. This is what it is to be in love. Like, when you listen to a song, I love him, I love her. Like, you don't hear that anymore. It's
Because
like,
love is missing from R&B now.
It is.
And
it
people
really
been
is.
saying, I remember JoJo from Jodeci. He said that plenty of times. Like, that's what's missing. It's love. There's no love in the music.
That's a good point.
Yeah, there's no
what's
love.
crazy?
Plus, they don't have
It's all
Beyonce in their
sex.
videos
But,
either.
but you know what though? I have to give credit where credit is due.
Fungal.
I gotta give credit to all the female R&B artists that's out right
Yes, sir.
Like
yes,
Chloe.
sir.
Hi,
Let me tell
Chloe.
you something, man.
Hey, Chloe.
SZA,
SZA,
Hey,
her,
Chloe.
yes, sir.
Man,
yes, sir.
hey,
SZA's dope and her is dope.
Summer Walker.
Summer
you know,
Walker's dope.
Yeah.
Man, Kalani. Man, I
I
even
fuck
know
with
the
Kalani.
I even look at the newer art like Mars and
Like Mars.
man, like
Yeah.
like all of the like it seems as though that the females are more in touch with what's going on and they're gonna tell it exactly how it is.
Yeah.
So like usually like remember when we'll write our records, we felt exactly whatever we felt. That's what
We
you're
were
getting.
saying it. Yeah.
And we used to go
Damn,
through.
say that again. That's a point. That's a point right. That's a T-shirt right there.
Yeah. Like it,
Yeah.
it was, but it was real, and it was crazy because back then, when we were the ones taking in control. But I guess I know because I know he writes too.
Right,
So
right,
then,
right,
so
yeah.
I know we used to go through tracks, and whatever our feeling was at that time,
That's what we did.
that's what we did.
That's what
It
we
was
did.
never just
Really?
throw something up against the wall and then
And it was
like
never
just-
about was it going to be a hit or not.
It
Right.
never mattered.
It never was.
Now
It
wait,
never was.
But let's
Nope,
talk
nope.
about that. Even dealing with Diddy, that wasn't the focus. Like,
because
That was Diddy's focus.
But no.
But that wasn't their focus.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like we're writing and producing the majority of our stuff, and you know what I'm saying. It's definitely writing everything. It was like, okay, well, Puff would allow us to be in our space,
Right.
So he never was over our back. Now, the only thing he did have like rules, like on me especially,
Mm-hmm.
like. Slim, don't be lazy with it. Go in there and really sing it.
Okay.
Sing it, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Make sure don't
Mm-hmm.
wait, don't have any missing joints. And that's why, like, even all my ad libs, everybody would sing. Even my ad libs,
Yeah, true.
I will always have
True.
Like, even if the hook, if the bridge is saying one thing, I'm saying something else because, for real, I'm actually going through it. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I know that if I say it a certain kind of way, everybody's going to relate to it. So it's just like, you know, I think that the R&B female artists have really
They in touch.
they
in
really
touch with what they go.
just- yes,
and see, for
man.
me, everything that I sang about, it wasn't necessarily what I was going through. But if I wasn't, then somebody real close to me was
There
going
you
through
go.
it.
Okay.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
we did
and
that
so the
too.
feeling was real.
That's
you know,
what,
yeah,
we did
yeah.
that too. Yeah, exactly.
Like it has to be real, or else why do it? Because people,
Yeah.
in my opinion, people could tell when you're faking.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, especially as a singer.
And radio's the same way.
As a singer,
Yeah.
you can tell when somebody faking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that was always my thing. Okay, maybe I'm not going through this. Just like people was like, I didn't know you was wild like this. You made happily ever after. Well, my best friend got married right before I made that song. You know what I'm saying? And it has to be some type of connection to it, or else it's not going to make sense.
You know what's crazy? Just like Cupid, I actually hated that record for
Really?
years because I was really going through something. If you listen to the words, it's not a nice song.
No,
Right.
not at all.
Right.
Girl, if I told you I love you, that don't mean that I don't care. And if I tell you I need you, don't you think I'll never be there? Baby, I'm so sick and tired of how you turn my words to deception and lies.
But it was
Don't
sung so
misunderstand
sweet.
me. I'm
Told
just
you I'm in
trying
the
to
group.
speak
You heard
my
that?
heart.
You heard that
I'm
note?
only saying what's in my heart.
Say it.
It's a real argument.
Yeah, it's an argument.
And at that
Yeah,
time,
you heard it.
I was really on some real crazy. So it was just like, you know, and all of us tapped into it to where, you know what I'm saying, like we could feel it. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody was saying, and when he say, ain't no doubt about, if you hear it, see, I don't have a traditional voice. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
You don't have a traditional voice, so I don't have no vibrato or nothing. So all I have is feeling. Everything has to be all the way real, so you can tell.
Yeah.
That's why I love Case. When we I can tell it. He's gonna sing it. I don't care.
And
what
I was
you,
mad at him for not having no vibrato
Wait,
because
man.
they would be like, yo, you need to do less vibrato. I'm like, well, why he don't have that problem?
Hey man, I ain't got it because I.
Yo.
Hey man, I don't have no vibrato. I literally.
We got
I just, like,
opposite
shake my head.
problems.
I just shake my head like this.
We the new Avengers. Look, we the new Avengers. Yeah. You already know, man.
You know what I'm talking
For
about?
sure.
Yes, sir.
What was the record that 112 recorded that means the most to you out of the whole catalog, and why?
Dang. That means the most? Probably. Man, because, you know, we wrote for a lot of people. Too. Good Lord, that's saying a lot. Well, it would probably be being a part of I'll Be Missing You.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, like with that record, it was a period of time where, first of all, it was a crazy time. You know what I'm saying? So you miss, so our big brother passes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Bad Boy had shut down for 3 months. Like, we hadn't heard from Puff. We hadn't heard anybody. At the time, Cupid was number 2 in the nation, really in the world at the time. Hypnotized was number 1. Bad Boy was fighting each other for a position.
It's only right. Yeah, it's only right.
So we were always on the road, and you know what I'm saying, and all of a sudden we get a phone call from Puff, and he was like, hey, it's time for everybody to come, and you know what I'm saying, we're going to do something special. So that first hour or two, we couldn't do nothing but hug each other and cry. We were hugging and crying, you know what I'm saying? And we had different ways of singing, and we were trying to put it together. I'll Be Missing You wasn't, when we first wrote it, it wasn't that. It was like the Temptations album.
Right.
Miss-
Diana Ross.
Yeah. No, not that one.
I'm missing you.
No, because
Oh,
we
you
did
talking
that
about-
on his album on Life After Death.
Okay.
No, it was like, oh, miss you. Miss
Oh, yeah, I
you,
forgot about
miss
that.
you. It was like that.
I remember in the Blue Notes.
Yeah, in the blue.
Okay,
that's
got
him.
you.
So we had that version at first, and then all of a sudden, Puff was like, "No, it sounds great," because we were in there like really singing. You
Yeah.
just imagine Faith.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're in there singing. It's like we're in church.
Yeah.
And then Puff was like, "Man, that's severe soul stirring, but it's missing something." And I forget which one of them. I don't know, Stevie. When the track came on, and we were sitting there just like this.
So that wasn't the original track.
It wasn't the original track.
Okay.
So then when we played the Sting, the Sting version, just the track, Puff had played it, and we were just sitting there. And then everybody started crying.
It just come to
again.
you.
And all of a sudden, here go Faith. She's singing, you know what I'm saying? And then we all joined in. That's how it was created, literally.
Wow.
And
And
you know
you
what I'm
know,
saying?
and it sounds so Faith. that sounds like Faye. That sound like Faye all day.
Man, man, it was just crazy.
That was a
you know
bar.
what I'm saying?
You heard that?
Yeah, I did.
Sound like Faye all day. That was a bar.
That's bars. That's you know what I'm saying.
Somebody write that down.
So when y'all recorded that song, y'all were all in the lab together at the same time, like vibing on. Yeah, that had to be a powerful moment right there.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Wish you was in the room. You like just
Yeah.
being.
Man, I remember that
wall.
time because I was there that night at the Peterson.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Puff and them, and we had told Big and D.O. that we was going. There was a party. Trackmasters was having a party in the Hollywood Hills that night.
Yeah.
And so I walked up to the car. I'm talking to Big. I'm like, yo, we don't know where the party is at. Remember, there wasn't no GPS. And
Yeah,
that.
right.
And he was like, nigga, we don't either. So we just gonna get lost together. And I walked away to go get my rental car. I stopped and started talking to Missy Elliott. To this day, I never heard shots. But I remember seeing the whole crowd running towards me and Missy, and we ran. And that was that night.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that night. Well, I remember that night vividly. But I was standing at that window talking to Big. And he was like, we just gonna get lost together.
Man.
Yeah.
But that was an amazing time to like once the family got back together, and it just seemed like from there, it was a whole resurgence of Bad Boy, and that's why you start hearing this,
That energy.
the energy, and how Puff started going crazy because now he has this. It was his best friend, but it almost felt like it was a demon at this point because he was so hell bent, and almost beating himself at this point.
Yeah.
So even I'm telling you, there were records that were amazing
That he didn't use.
and he would just be staring like you're talking to him and he's looking, and it was just like, man, and he'd be like, pull up another track, and I used to sit there just for hours, like, you know what?
Yeah.
And nobody goes to sleep. This energy that we have, like everybody was all in one, just it was the craziest situation. So all of those projects, and I ain't gonna front, that energy then rolled over into 112's project. Here we go now, you know what I'm saying? And now look at part 3, how that was rolling.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We had all them number 1, like, so it just like it was just one of those things where, you know, it's big. Sometimes it's bigger than the song. It's the energy. You know what I'm saying? And if everybody relates and everybody can just attach to that,
It's a moment.
Yeah.
Just like somebody sent me the other day. I was doing an interview one day with Lenny Green.
oh wow,
And we were talking about songwriters. And I'm like, one of the greatest songwriters of all time, top 3 to me, is Smokey Robinson. So I go to the bathroom and I come back.
Yes, sir.
He got Smokey Robinson on the phone.
boy, stop.
And me and him talking. I got saved in my phone to this day.
And that's one of the reasons why I sing.
Thank you.
Babyface, Smokey Robinson.
Thank you.
Elder
So you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's just like a thing.
Do you
know what
have
I mean?
a record like which one of your records means the most to you and why?
Means the most to me. It's probably a song for Sky.
Yeah.
For my daughter. Because,
That's the one I was gonna guess.
Yeah, and let me tell you what's funny. At Bernard's funeral yesterday, I saw the producer, Ray Watkins. So I used to get CDs of tracks, and I would go through them, and if I didn't like them, all right, whatever, on to the next.
Yeah.
But I would keep them. And so I would keep them. I wouldn't throw them away.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't keep them away. I mean, I wouldn't throw them away. And so I came back. It was one of those days where, okay, I'm going to go back and start listening back to the shit that I said I didn't like. And it was like 4 months later, and Sky was there. She was 4 months old.
Hey,
And
Sky.
And she's laying on the bed. We got a picture of it. I found it on an old computer. I had a white bedspread, and she's laying in the middle. She's like this big. And the track came on, and I started singing the actual lyrics to the song off the top of my head. So and the reason why I did that is because about a month and a half before that, I was in the studio. I was at Eddie F's house.
Okay.
And Stevie Wonder's daughter was there. And somebody played Isn't She Lovely? And I seen the look on her face. I was like, and that was my first daughter. I'm like, I need to make something that does that.
Yeah.
And she was laying there, and that shit came off the top of my head. And to this day, when it comes on, I get that look. So that
Yeah,
means-
there it goes.
Yeah.
Good job.
There it
Yeah,
is.
That's
yeah,
amazing
yeah.
right there. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yep.
That's
Really
amazing.
sweet.
You know, as we take this travel down, you know, the memory lane, and we talk about the feel, you know, of the music, then the feel of just the the whole dynamic of what it was all about at that time. Another thing that comes up is the camaraderie between artists, right? Because the nature of the group was big then. It's not big now, right?
Right.
Talk about how that was in terms of having the camaraderie with the brothers, and also the internal competition, the healthy competition, maybe the unhealthy competition. Like, how was that in that time? Because in that time you had a lot of groups.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, especially, and for some reason it seemed like they came out from 96 to 98,
Yes,
7,
sir.
98.
Yes,
That
sir.
whole,
You know
yeah,
what
the
I'm saying?
whole spot right there.
So here we go. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to just bring up the obvious, like the 112, Jagged Edge, Drew Hill's next, right? Then you have Ideal. You
Jodeci.
have Men of
No, not then.
Men of Vision.
Shy.
Shy.
No, Shy was way before us.
Right, but they were still out.
But they were still out though. Yeah, that's what I'm
'Cause,
saying.
I mean, Boyz II Men and Jodeci was out. But
Yeah, that
we
was in
couldn't-
91, 92. Yeah.
Yeah, but because they were coming out with
Oh, but there was
the
new
Life
ones coming
soundtrack.
out.
I'm talking about
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Because I look at them, we were singing them in talent shows.
Right.
So I don't even go there. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Like, and I say that to the cameras. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if people were talking about verses or whatever, man, anybody I looked up to and I was singing their
We can't do
songs,
that.
and
We can't do
I'm
that.
sorry, I don't
We
care
can't do
if
that.
we sold more than that. I don't care. Like, I respect, and that's even to Silk.
No, I feel you.
Man,
Yeah,
shout
we
out
can't
to
You
the
see what I'm
brothers.
saying? Because they were Atlanta's Boys to Men.
Yeah.
And they remembered us when they had Happy Days, their first single. We were still in school. We were still doing talent shows. Everybody, and they knew 112. We were terrible.
For sure. For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? So it was just one of those things. Like, okay, the camaraderie of groups. First of all, it is a healthy competition, and at that time, it was more of the competition of labels. So here we go. Like,
into that for a
I'll
little
give it like, because I would
Man.
say, I'm not talking about you, Case.
No, but I remember
But you know what I'm saying? They were saying like,
Because at
hey,
that time,
I'm
they used
saying,
to call y'all 112.
Right,
And we were
one-
like, it's 112, nigga.
but guess what?
They was fighting only you and
Montel Jordan,
yes, sir.
I like.
Yes,
And
sir.
there was a
Yes,
bet.
sir.
There was a certain bet.
Oh,
that,
I know. There was a bet.
and
they used to be like, yeah, we beat that 112 record. I'm
No,
like,
they
what the fuck
didn't.
is one? No, it was 1 week they did.
Hey,
they said it out loud.
I seen the money.
Well, they said it out loud.
I seen the money.
No,
Puff
y'all
won that
won the
50
bet in general. But that week, they was going week to week talking shit.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, yeah.
That $50,000 spent nicely.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you, Montel.
Dig that.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
I
but you know what I'm
remember
saying?
that.
Because at the end of the day, when your first joint, now, thank God we weren't competing against this is how we do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? His joint was I like.
Yeah.
We had the same sample. It was the same white line.
And at the same
and,
time,
you know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
And then, of course, now, Stevie J
Yeah.
then remix it, and then that's the one everybody here. I thought I told you that we won't stop. So
Yes.
that's when we
That's how that happened?
overtook it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Hey, and then
Yes.
3 million records. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
hey,
you know.
listen, okay? But you know what I'm saying? But the great thing about it was when we were on the road, that's when you start seeing how cool cats really are or how corny dudes
Yeah,
really be. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? We hit it off 20 grand.
Yeah, we clicked immediately.
Immediately, I said, oh, that's a real nigga. Hey,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm from Cleveland Avenue, so you know what I'm saying? So you had to have a certain type of, you know what I'm saying? Especially back then, you know what I'm saying?
And you
So,
can sniff it out.
You sure can.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's why I
hey,
started messing with them.
it's just like, hey, man, if I can kick it with you outside of the joint, you know what I'm saying? We could go kick it, we play with a ball or something like that, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I could talk to you, because, you know, you got some really industry dudes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I just don't really get along with them. So that part, like back, it was just the 90s, just the whole energy. All we wanted to do is make people react.
Yep.
In a very positive way. It was all about the women. We can be lions out here in the street, but then we like a teddy bear when
A
we come
gentle
home.
lamb,
You know what I'm saying?
nigga.
Like,
All day.
and that's what hip hop
All
and
day.
R&B, we represent hip hop
Yeah,
and R&B.
yeah.
That was what we brought, and that's what we bring to the table. So it was like, okay, we're not the R&B group that's, you know, you sit there, I love the song, but I might be nodding off after a little bit. Our song's gonna go have a bite to it.
Yeah, you gonna wake up.
You gonna do like
You
when
gonna
they
be
come
awake
out,
for this.
it's the energy. So all the dudes gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, this is something that I can play their music loud in the car and don't be embarrassed. If I stop at the red light and I'm listening to, you know what I'm saying, Happily Ever
Yes, sir.
After, or Touch Me, Tease Me,
Yeah.
or Only You, or
Yeah.
even Cupid, or you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like you're thought of as a player.
And then when you
Like,
get later
cool.
on, you can play our music when it's just you and your
Just
girl.
you're your girl.
Yes, sir. Let's
and,
go.
And you know, we're not gonna get you in trouble. We don't talk about because really everybody say, oh, man, they did the stuff for the women. But actually, we did it for the dudes that didn't know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? We could just put the records in,
Right.
and you know what I'm saying. And
Yes,
then
sir.
it sets a mood. So you know, we already know a woman goes through so much through the day. So you have all these emotions, all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Work, this, that, your friends you don't know your
Kids.
real friend, kids, this, that. You clean, gotta do it. You know. And then, but then when you get in your own environment, it's like, see, the guys the ones that really know.
Yeah.
We know how to set that. You know what I'm saying? So that album's
That's why
gonna
our
be
shows was packed.
there. So the
Champ.
shows,
That's
you know what
exactly
time it
why,
go. We
man.
know, hey, we
They
gonna
know
make
what it
packed.
is.
You
They know
what time
exactly what it is.
We still do it.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
you know what I'm saying? That's
Yes,
why
sir.
we sold out
Yes,
arenas
sir.
today. You know what I'm saying?
right? But that's the difference, right? Like that dynamic of amongst people that are in the same, you know, situation is different than it is now, because now a lot of times it's about outdoing the next person, even if they're in your own circle. It's not about complimenting that person anymore.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And you can see it when you watch people.
Oh, yeah.
When you interact with people or you go support somebody, you can see it. If it's more than one person involved, you could tell that those people are worried about outdoing each other more so than you're worried about the people that are watching them.
Well, okay. In defense of that, and you can attest to this.
Okay.
When we did shows together, when me and Genuine did shows together, this was always my approach. And a couple times people was like, "Oh, you wrong." My shit is like football.
Yeah.
I'm Ray Lewis. I'm gonna take your motherfucking head
Right.
off, and afterwards we gonna hang out.
we're
But
gonna
you're
hang
not
out.
on stage at the
Exactly.
same time with them, is what I'm
Straight up.
saying. It's not, you're not on stage at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be competitive in terms of
But
outdoing.
I'm sure
It's a
y'all
battle.
did that.
But it's a
I'm
battle.
Sure, I'm
Still
sure that
do.
y'all within a group.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're supposed to.
Oh yeah. Like I mean, I'm your boy. I'm just not your boy right now.
But when we get on
But
stage,
then,
we
but
good.
I speak to you.
We
but it's
good.
inside.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
when we
sir.
dap each other, we look at each other. You know what it is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Okay.
I know he's not coming to bullshit.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Thank
you know what I'm saying? And he know we coming to bring the
And
wild shit
sometimes
too.
we get in the dressing room, I'll be like, "Nigga, I tore y'all niggas ass
Yeah,
up." They be
yeah,
like,
I
nah,
got it.
tonight we tore your ass
Yeah,
up.
oh, yeah.
Nigga.
And it's
healthy.
cool.
Yeah, it's healthy.
Yeah,
It's
you-
cool. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like Ray
It's the-
Lewis. Okay, I gave you a concussion. I still love you though.
Yeah. But you
Yeah.
got this work
I
tonight,
gave a
though.
few niggas a concussion though.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
put that out
Of
there.
course.
A few niggas
yes,
got
yes,
CTE.
yes,
I'm
you
fine
did.
with that.
Yes, you did. Yeah, that's why. Yes, they got CTE. They got
Yeah, they got
music for the
CTE,
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying?
They got that shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's the same thing in the comedy world too, because when you're up there, no matter if you're the opener, closer, feature,
Exactly.
or whatever, you still want
Yep.
the people at the end to know who you are if you open.
Straight
so
up.
you can't really worry about what the headliner's about to go do, because you know why he the headliner.
And if y'all
Right.
go
You
at
know
each
that.
other, guess who wins? The audience.
The audience.
Because they
Oh,
get
yeah.
the best show possible.
Straight up.
Right.
And I've always said that. Like I've always said that. That's who wins.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And they're gonna come back and buy more tickets.
Yeah. And something it'd be like, yo,
same.
so and so's closing. No, so and so's going last. I'm closing.
Right. Exactly.
part.
I'm closing.
So and so's going
That
last.
part.
I'm closing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we've had those situations where after we finish,
Oh, I know.
they walk out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I can see that though. After a 112 show, I could definitely see. I mean, let's be honest. Like
position yourself.
at that, especially at that, even now though. But I mean,
Yeah.
really at that moment, like who's following that? You know what I'm saying? Like who's-
Exactly. And that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's how it used to be back in the days when we had the Four Tops against the Temptations.
Hey,
and
man.
But the only people that win is the audience, and that's what you're doing it
That's,
for.
hey, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like it was crazy. Like we did it. We still do it. Like, boy, especially we go overseas. They used to have the Kings of R&B tour. I remember they would put us against Jagged Edge all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I remember them
you
days.
know that.
I remember them
the
days. I remember them days. I remember those.
the energies of
I
the
remember those
situations.
days.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, the winners be the people. And here we are,
Right.
me, Brandon, and Brian, and I'm sitting back there laughing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it just be it's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, like, you know,
Because if you don't want to outdo this man that's on the show with you, then why you doing it? That's like playing football. If
Everybody
you
wanna be
don't
number
want to
one.
win this game, why you playing?
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
hey man.
Right.
That's true.
Ray Lewis was friends with a lot of motherfuckers he beat in the Super Bowl and all that shit. If you don't want to win, why are you doing it?
That's definitely part of it. I mean, that's the competition part of it. That's the driving force.
Yes.
But there are times in the performance industry where you can be in the audience and be like, hey, they're forgetting about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, because eventually,
I can't relate to that.
You can't, because you can't. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like, there's times where you'll deviate from what you're supposed to be doing.
You talking about the dude that was scared to do verses with me on Mother's Day?
Yeah, I'm kind of talking about that a little bit.
thought so.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
want to go. You know what I'm saying? But a little bit.
I had a feeling that's what he was talking about.
That's kind of where I'm at with it right now.
I got Swiss right here.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
That type of stuff, like,
Man, let's go.
Cause I'll tell you about that later in the car. But yeah, that's what I'm talking
we got
about.
some shit, and I love the T-shirt. Those are my niggas right there.
Right on. That's mine.
Yes, sir. Them and Sabbath.
So
I fuck with them.
I mean, just talking about that, just talking about like the whole era, man, and like what it meant to people. You know what I mean? I'm glad we're doing this today on the Kickback Podcast because, again, in case you're just joining us, we wanted to curve the show a little differently today. Like, we all know that we're dealing with a lot of BS in the world right now. Every time you turn the news on, there's another shooting, there's something going on that's really difficult for us to deal with. So the premise of today was to come on here. We have Slim, we have Case, we have Alicia Coley, the Alicia Coley, okay?
Yes.
And the premise of today was to come,
Thank you.
Ma'am,
and
Miss
just,
Ma'am.
just be uplifting and just, remember things from when it was fun and when it was good. And and we have the perfect people in the show to do it. So that's what we're doing today. So if you're just joining us, this is what you walked into, all right? Yeah. Talking about the era, right? Of course, the bad boy era. We're talking about the era, which it was an era. Like, let's call it what it is.
No doubt.
Because you can't talk
That
about
shit was a motherfucker.
You can't talk about '90s
shit
music
was a
and not
motherfucker.
talk about the impact of Bad Boy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a damn if you like hip hop or not. You can't do it.
Or if you're a good boy.
Oh, that was kind of
I'm a dad. It's a dad
okay,
joke.
that was more of a granddad.
You got a
joke. That was
hoodie
kinda-
on. It's fucking July.
I know, but this is how I do it.
Okay.
Slim got a sweatshirt on. You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Not a hoodie, though.
This
Hey,
is just a
man.
different, same material.
You
Like,
expecting a snowstorm?
God,
nigga?
dog, maybe.
Hey.
Okay.
But
You got some shit out.
you can't have a discussion about music in that era and not talk about Bad Boy. Right. And so there are people that are listening right now that remember that, right? Everybody that's in our era remembers that, and they remember, the impact and how no matter what your socioeconomic status was, what your race was, what you believed in, what your religion was, you rocked with something about Bad Boy.
Oh yeah.
What was the dynamic like within the bubble?
Man, it was a family. It's just straight up family to this day. So it's a family. So we were pretty much intertwined with each other, everybody. So it was like, if you really go back and look at the old albums or whatever, you'll see that we wrote on the project. We probably did backgrounds, or you know what I'm saying. We were always intertwined with each other. So we definitely pushed each other too. So I mean, like for us, when we came out, so Faith, you had Faith Total. They were already out. Biggie,
Right.
Craig Mack,
Right.
So they were already kind of laying the foundation. So for us, it was like a learning. It was like classes in session. You know what I'm saying? So you're actually in there, and I ain't gonna front. It was amazing to have, like, I think Puff was working with Mary J. Blige, and it was her that album, and then because Faith was writing on her, and then Casey and Mary J. was like with each other at the time. So you know what I'm saying? We saw that, but.
No, you can't just glaze over that like that.
Hey, listen, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't do that.
See, he
You know
a
what I'm
mother-
saying? Hey, listen.
Depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, he holds some bullshit. Hey, listen, this is what we saw in the studio, man. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that there was a camaraderie between each other, and it was the energies. It was the energies that brought that. So when it was our turn to rock, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't, like, when One More Chance, the video was being done, and you can feel it. We were there.
That was one of the
Me
best
too.
videos ever.
But
nobody knew
weren't
me
in
then.
it.
I was there.
We were there, but we were just in the back, and we
No,
were just
I had
watching.
a shot. It was me, Mary, and Misa But they said that we look like this in the video because we was fucked up.
Yeah, because y'all was.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I was in there drinking.
And they
For
said-
real.
yeah,
People,
yeah.
they were
I was
drinking
about
big
to say
bottles of, you
something.
know what I'm
I
saying,
got the
Moet.
liquor from Slim.
No, you
He
didn't.
gave it to me.
No, you didn't.
I feel like you did.
I was up against the wall.
I feel like you gave it to me. Yeah, I knew
because he
that
was
was
fucked
you.
up. That was that. Well, maybe. Oh no, I know. But I was, okay. But we were watching what was going on, so it was just like, man, we ever get that shot, we're gonna bust our ass. We're gonna do it. We're gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I think that energy, and then once Big passed, it was like Big's spirit, because if you look at the spirit of Bad Boy, it was all on the premise of Big's
Big.
character.
It was big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole Bad Boy, the whole edge, everything, the whole player, all of us look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the stuff he said. Room 112, where the players dwell. Stash my cash in Burt Badell. In hell. Make you feel good like Tony.
Feels
Get up in your middle like
Yeah.
Moni.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't do it right. I know I did.
Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying.
But
Like,
people knew what you was doing, so that's fine.
so we took that, and and then I ain't in front, like, big shout out to Puff for, you know what I'm saying, letting us know, like, before we start the project, he always told us, y'all ain't no begging niggas. You're not gonna be down on one knee and all this stuff. Like, Slim, I know you're in your feelings, because I was really tortured back then. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I didn't, So it was just like, man, he was like, but what you ain't gonna do, you're not gonna be begging and you're not gonna do this. Like, yo, you gotta remain, you gotta keep your sexy together. You know what I'm saying? But then
That
keep
was
it
his shit back
1,000.
then. Yo, you got to keep it sexy.
You gotta
That was
keep
his
it
shit.
sexy, but you
keep
you
it
got,
sexy.
But
That
you
was
gotta
his
keep
shit.
it all the way 1,000. So if you feel a certain kind of a way, say it from the standpoint from there, not from, oh, I wish you, because it ain't that. This Bad Boy, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't. No,
Damn, that makes all the sense in the world. Now that I'm
But that was
thinking
Puff's
about,
favorite phrase. Yo, you got to keep it sexy, baby.
Yeah.
but see,
Straight up.
That was his shit.
now that I'm thinking about the image of Bad Boy and the image of the presentation of all, not only the artists but the records.
Yeah.
It makes sense that Diddy would say something like that. Like, we're not finna be doing all the, roses and all.
Yeah,
No, we're not doing
climbing
that.
that
We
mountains
swagged
and
out,
sweat.
but we love you
got
too.
feelings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but we got feelings.
Yeah, but we got feelings. Yeah.
And that's why I think even to this day, see the whole love movement and everything is so genuine.
Yeah.
Y'all, everybody is really feeling exactly what we've known for him for us for 26 years. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, yo, like Bad Boy, once you see that era, all we want y'all to do is like to love, to feel, and to dance. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And we did it. That was crazy. At one point, we hold a record. We were 5 years with a record always in the top 10 for 5 years straight.
Let's go.
Crazy.
awesome.
I held you down 5 summers. Damn. Where's the love?
Bars.
Yeah,
Wow.
I stole that, but it's,
But it's
I
still,
was about to say,
yeah.
well,
it's okay.
No, but it was
Don't do me like
it was
that.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Was he on your label? Like,
He was.
Okay,
Yes,
I was
sir.
just, boom. But bars though.
I feel like I was on his at this
Yeah, I have
point.
to say, like, I just want to interject here and just say, like, as a fan, because I'm not in the music industry, and so as a fan of Bad Boy, I'm from Philly originally, so I'm right near New York. I get some of Atlanta stuff, I get LA stuff or whatever, but there was never anything like Bad Boy, and I'm thinking, like, I don't think that can ever be recreated again. Like,
I
even
agree.
if somebody tried to imitate it.
I
Go ahead.
disagree.
Go ahead.
Because I'm gonna have to give it a big shout out.
He about to say what I was just thinking. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm gonna give a big shout out to P over there for quality control,
Oh yeah.
because here
But
we
even
go.
Before that, Motown.
But see, you're right.
But
But see,
that
no.
was
But
before.
she
It's
a
said
progression.
she said anything after.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Appreciate it.
I had to, because we got to
Yeah.
give every flowers, because Def
Yeah.
Jam, y'all did that. Hey,
Quality
twice.
control. Yeah.
Y'all did it
Yeah.
twice. 80s and then
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah,
won
yeah, yeah.
with
Yeah.
Rockefeller.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had and then you had DMX and
Yeah.
that was just
Murder, Inc.,
y'all were literally
Yeah.
you're right. Murder
Yeah.
Inc. That
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
So that's like at this point I'm just gonna say, like,
Right.
from our standpoint,
Quality
where we're
control.
seeing, you know what I'm saying? Now you see quality control. It is very, very rare. You can put so many superstars
with that much success.
With that much
'Cause them
success at
egos,
one
they
time.
clash.
That's
That's
what
like
I'm
the
saying,
Phil
like-
Jackson
And
shit.
that's what I'm saying. P, he understand because
That's like
P
Phil
is from
Jackson
here.
with Michael
We
Jordan
knew
and Scottie
him.
Pippen and them. Yeah.
He knew. He watched it. We knew him when he was younger. So it's not a mistake. And I ain't gonna front. Coach K, here we go. Like you put those two entities together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? So I have to give quality control because it's so evident. When you jumped off first Amigos, then you got, you know what I'm saying? Then here we go. They start running the whole stuff. Now you got Lil Baby, you got
niggas just
City
keep
Girls,
going.
you got
Yeah.
It just over and
It's
over.
like the
But
Kings of
it's
Comedy.
more so like
It's
not,
like the Kings of Comedy.
But I feel what
Right.
you're saying, and I got what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that era just was something different than what you're saying now. Like that era, it was just
You
hit
saying
after
we was the
hit
shit?
after
That's what
hit.
you're trying to say?
It was hit after hit after hit. It seemed like it was one big umbrella. Like you said, people were writing on each
Yeah.
other's stuff. The
Right.
camaraderie between all the people, no matter if you were a rapper, a singer, or whatever. Like I just don't see that ever being recreated again. It's
Right.
like some people might say, "Oh, I can see it being done right now. I want to be a part of that." But I don't think you're going to get the feels that you got with the Diddy's, the Kims, the
Right now,
all of that came
and
up.
that was wild. I ain't
You know
gonna
what I'm
front to
saying?
you, but now I have to
Mace,
say this.
all of that. Like,
I think that
Yeah,
now
that's
it's
crazy.
turned into, we got a legal hustle, as opposed to a lot of people don't do it for the love no more, for the love of the art.
That's
yeah.
But you could tell that in the content of the music.
We can tell, but
Right.
apparently
But
everybody
see,
else
I ain't
can't.
gonna front. Like, even if I can't relate to it, I look at the energies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the stuff, the reason why I can call quality control because it's like I'm from here.
Yeah.
So when the Migos came out, they completely changed the whole cadence of rap.
Sure did.
That's true.
Literally,
They damn sure
So
did.
in the middle of an era where Drake is completely taken, and he's still in his era, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
the eras that I see, when I say eras,
They changed that shit.
Chris Brown and Drake right now. This is an era that they're going through right now,
Yeah.
and Drake they have a chokehold
I ain't never
over
seen
the
a nigga
situation.
be hot this long.
Right.
Ever.
Like, what
Michael
is
Jackson
that?
wasn't as hot as Drake.
Hold on, when did he come
Facts.
out? Hold on.
Drake came out in
07.
2006.
It
06.
No, 07.
Best I ever had
And
came
this
out in
is
06.
22. Michael
Okay, yeah,
Jackson wasn't
okay.
hot that long.
No, he wasn't.
But here we go. Michael Jackson was selling 30, 40 million records. But I'm gonna say it
Well,
like
yeah,
this.
His
now,
peak
as
was
far
higher.
as era is
His
concerned,
peak was higher.
I give Drake that
Shit, yeah.
and
Just
I
that
give
length
Chris
of
Brown
time.
that because at the end of the day, yes, things have changed.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can now he does have an amazing machine. I literally think that he really runs Universal Group.
Oh, yes. Clearly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Clearly.
like just because
Clearly.
you know the algorithms and the things that have to happen for
Yes.
him to, you know
or
what I'm
even he
saying?
got a video of
But-
somebody doing some shit they ain't supposed to be doing. Because there ain't nobody been hot this long.
Oh,
Yeah, that's crazy.
it's
Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson,
I'ma tell
George
you,
Michael.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. This is what I say, like, and this is OG talking right here. I give people loosely use goats and legends
that
and all that stuff.
And
or
washed
whatever.
up.
And washed up.
They use all that
because
shit.
washed up to
Say
me
that.
means you're not. I mean, your lifestyle is not what it was before. You know what I'm saying? And I can definitely brush my shoulders and say it's way better than what it was before.
sure.
So I have to say this like this. Eras to me. What is an era to me? A person that is a real life, you know what I'm saying? This is an era. If you can sustain 10 straight years of on top of your situation, you're in the top 10, top 5, or number 1 over and over again, 112. You know what I'm saying? Like, and here we go. I know I'm a cheat code, but we came out in 96.
Yep.
And I had a top 5 record in 2008.
Talk
So
about
that's
it.
so
Yeah.
that's so that's
That's
you know
20
what
of
I'm
them
saying?
things,
So
baby. That's 20 of them things.
No. That's 12. That's 12 years straight.
Yeah.
When you're on top of your situation, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yes, do I give Drake his joint at
Shit, yeah.
14? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, when
Yeah.
did Chris Brown come out?
04.
Shit.
This is we about
Hey,
to
man.
be in 24.
Hey, this man is a freaking.
In 2 years, we gonna be in
He's
24.
a walking. Hey
Yeah.
man, he's a
And
walking
still
era.
young,
Like
and still
Yeah.
young
So
enough to enjoy it.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why I'm like, man, legend is like when legend to me is when you've maximized all sets, all situations. So
And when you've made an impact on
real impact.
when you leave the music and you leave the craft better than you found it.
That's why I said I'm gonna keep calling these two guys. Like in this world right
No,
here.
you're right. You're
that's
right.
why I said and if Lil Baby continues on the route that he's on,
it's gonna change.
situation, I'm going to now have to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I literally would just say, hey, bro, hey, man, you are a walking error. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's definitely on the road.
Yeah, he's on the way.
Explosive.
He's definitely on the way.
He's explosive. And if he give me 5 more years,
It's over. It's over.
he's a walking error.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's just what you said. Legend to me is you've changed. You've put a fingerprint so hard on there. When you call a year, and they call a
You
name.
can't mention that year without mentioning
calling
that
a
person.
year. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like how we
Yeah.
do. You see how when Billboard looks up and they have top R&B joints. You know what I'm saying?
Of the 90s?
Of the 90s.
You can't say the 90s without
can't-
mentioning me or you.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Oh, for periods of
Yeah.
years, like you know what I'm saying, like
From here to
so
here.
from here, and that's
Yeah.
that's how I want it. Like so, I want all of the artists out here, like you know what I'm saying, like even if you get hot, you know what I'm saying, you got to go through something. You know what I'm saying? It can't always be good. You got to go through things. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's another reason why I really love those two guys. I said, like Chris Brown and Drake. It wasn't handed to them.
Nah.
Guys are really hating on them.
Dog,
Like,
I
they
heard,
want
I heard,
them.
I heard Chris Carter, that used to play in the NFL. He was doing an interview one day and they was bringing up all his old shit. He was like, I don't know no good man on earth that ain't been through something. And that's the realest shit ever.
Straight up.
Every good man that's living been through something.
Hey, that's the story is amazing.
Man,
So
listen.
That's what makes them.
The ones we don't tell is the real ones. Man, listen.
You feel me?
You already know. The ones we don't talk about,
Hey, man.
that's the ones.
That's the ones. Yeah.
Well, do too.
No, I just said don't. I just said don't talk about.
He
He
just
said
said it.
that
He
though.
just-
I know what he said.
She said not to panic.
You a little fiery tonight, Alicia.
sorry.
Are you okay?
I am. Don't do that. Yes, I am fine.
You sure? You need.
Now, don't try to laugh it
No.
off. You all right?
I'm good.
Okay.
Just
I'm
change.
good. I'm good. Out
We
here.
talking about 90s music and the feel good. Here you
Yeah, I
come-
don't know.
You coming in
I
2021 music and
I
we
love
ain't.
90s.
You acting
I
like
love
an
all
87
music.
87
I love all
rapper
music though.
from
I'm
Philly.
just not a R&B. I'm just not a hip hop. I love pop.
You
All
don't,
of that.
you don't know nothing about Led Zeppelin?
So
A little bit.
What's your favorite Led Zeppelin song?
I don't know. I said
Yeah,
a little
I
bit.
didn't think so.
If they play something, I'm pretty sure I could go ahead and sing it. If it's something
feel
that's
like
popular. Okay.
I
well,
got
whatever.
1,000. No.
Well, sing something.
Oh.
Okay, there we go.
oh,
Been dazed and confused for
He could
so
sing
long.
any-
It's not true.
Do you know this song?
Wanted
Well, why were you
a
laughing at
woman
his
never
jokes?
bothered for you.
I don't know that song.
Lots of people talking, few of them know.
You know it. My cousin knows it.
Soul of a woman was created below. Yeah, that's my shit, nigga. And I got
Slim, I didn't know that. Did you know that song?
Hold on, I'm gonna show you how many.
Me and
Led
Slim- me
Zeppelin
and
songs
Slim
I
But
got
I'm gonna
on
say it
my
like
phone.
this. You know, I wasn't able to listen to secular music. You know what I'm saying? My mom's an evangelist.
Okay,
I couldn't
okay.
really, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But she did give me my first Tender Lover album. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So that's how.
I want the both of y'all because we have what? We have like 20 minutes left. I need for the both of you two, even though I don't know why this is your show. I keep calling on you, but I hope you don't mind. Well, I don't care if you mind or not. But here's the thing.
I know
Never
we don't
care
care.
about- we don't
and
care about
and that's
feelings.
part of our problem.
Yeah, I don't. No, we don't have no problems.
Me and Slim gonna jump the shit out you.
That's
after
great.
the-
Bring
after
it.
the cameras go off.
That's phenomenal. Let's do it.
R&B baby.
I want.
you gonna
I
lose.
need for the both of you to discuss a struggle that you went through in that golden era of all the success that was going on.
That's easy.
Ooh, boy,
That's
flip a
easy.
coin.
Give
Yeah,
a,
that's
give,
easy.
give
Oh
us-
my
the
God!
motherfucker.
First of all, let's talk about our personal lives. Hey man, so think about it. We did not. So we came out in '96. Google came out in '98. So we didn't have any social media, not even Wi-Fi, none of that, right?
Yeah.
So we had to be hands-on with everybody, even if it meant being away from your house or your home or your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front. I started having kids when I was young.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So
Using them streets.
I was by one girl. It's by one girl, but you know what I'm saying? But I mean, but listen.
That's funny
but
as shit.
you, hey, I'm missing birthdays, family reunions, just failed relationships, just you know, friends, just all kind of stuff. Family looking at you different, like, and it is crazy because it's like, what are you willing to risk? What you what are you willing to risk for success? This is your dream.
Yeah.
And people don't understand, just like an athlete, artists, we start in our single digit age. Like, think about it. We've been singing for 4 or 5 years old. Our career starts then.
Yeah.
And then you have to think about how many times doors been slammed in our faces.
Over
and
and
you know
over.
saying no, this, that, only to get that one crack that jump in. That's why it seems so interesting when we talk about what was our break.
Right.
People never think about the struggles and everything that we went through to even get there, only to get there, lose it, crawl back up and get it again,
They have to figure it out.
fall back again, to crawl back over there and people are laughing at you, you know what I'm saying? And then go through the situations of maybe labels and stuff, you know what I'm saying, have moved on or whatever. And you have to really figure things out. You know what I'm saying? There's no class, there's no college, high school, middle school, elementary, is none of that for that.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So that part of the struggle, which I ain't gonna front, it's like you still have scars.
Oh yeah.
Well, so you know what I'm saying. So when a person says, you know, like, I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. Like, I got a text that said, "Hey, do you think you treat me a certain kind of a way, or you know what I'm saying? Do you think you treat me this way, or do you think you could do better?" Of course, I think I could do better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Of course, because but it's like you're basically you're struggling between. We make our life. Our life depends on
Trying to
everybody's
balance something that can't
opinion.
be balanced.
Just imagine your life depending on people's opinions.
Right.
And each year, that span goes. Now we got TikTok, where
Yeah.
everything is in 6 seconds.
And I tell people that in the NBA, if you score 20 points a game, you score 20 points.
Yeah.
Whether you good or not in music, motherfucker can
It
say you
doesn't-
suck. And
yeah.
you never know.
And you never,
Yeah.
it is, so that's why I feel like,
Yeah.
when I talk about like, as far as the struggles and stuff, and even though, you'll see a side of, oh yeah, well, he looks like he's just doing great or whatever. But it's scars.
Oh yeah.
And having money don't mean you're doing great.
And they are.
The inside, because people are still people, and people don't realize
They
that.
don't realize. Exactly.
They don't realize
so
that.
then
that
when a
people are
person
still
say,
people.
"Oh yeah, so when you show love, it's always has something to do with money, or it has some type of monetary value or whatever." You never really thought that it's probably because we weren't shown real love. Like we
Until-
don't know until.
Yes, sir. Say
And
that.
then, you know what I'm saying? It's like we're human too. So they don't even look at you. Everybody doubts you until you figure it out, and then everybody changes.
now they love you.
Yep.
But is that really love though?
It's not love.
Exactly.
I'ma tell
And
you
we
why.
know it.
The reason why it took me a while to learn it. You know why? Because what I realized is that they don't love you for you.
Right.
Right.
Because as soon as you fall, now it's jokes.
Yeah, it's real.
I thought you loved me.
Yeah, I thought you
I
loved
met
me.
a handful of people that I met just as fans.
Yeah.
Now, don't make that face. I come across this fucking table. But what I'm saying, I'm talking about as fans.
I'm not talking about
that
me,
honestly
fool.
love me for me.
Okay.
And two of them have passed on. But people say they love you, but let you get a DUI or let you go broke. Now it's jokes.
Oh, now it's jokes.
Yeah.
And they will
yeah,
try
they
to
love
hold
what you
that
do.
to you.
Yeah,
You know,
they love what you do.
for
They love
them.
what you do. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then when
They love
you're
the
at your
affiliation
vulnerable
of
part,
you. That's what they
yeah.
love.
Yeah.
And when you're at your vulnerable point, you know what I'm saying? Now, what if we start asking the same questions to them?
Oh, now we assholes.
But we assholes.
Now we assholes.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's like, okay,
Yeah.
so your energy can never.
Because it's not real. It's not real.
It's the craziest
It's
stuff.
not
like-
real.
Yeah.
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 I thought the next question was for you.
Nobody asked me a question.
He did. He
Yeah.
asked
Yes, we
both
did.
of
I
us
said
to
both of you.
discuss.
Don't play yourself.
Repeat the question, please.
Don't play yourself or
See?
me. Okay.
Okay. No. Well, mine, yours is, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But mine was being signed to a traditionally hip hop label and doing R&B.
Talk about that, because that's
Def Jam was known for LL Cool J,
right,
Public Enemy,
right,
EPMD,
right,
yeah.
And the only R&B shit that they ever had was Orange Juice Jones and Montel Jordan. And so when I came, I had to fight against that to try to kind of be accepted as a real R&B artist, which didn't happen at first because think about it, Touch Me, Tease Me is a hip hop R&B song.
But I'm glad you did that because
I had to do that.
Because here's the rise of hip hop and R&B.
Yeah, and now we about to do it.
Right.
Yeah, but that was a big struggle for me. Is like they don't fucking understand. Like people don't understand making R&B music or soul music, pop music, rock music is completely different from hip hop. They all different. They all connected, but they all different. And so when you're dealing with people who are in charge who don't get it, that shit is hard. That shit is a struggle.
Let me ask you this, and I want you to dive in more into that case because Case and I talk about this a lot. And every time we talk about this, I feel like I've learned something. You know what I'm saying? Like not because he's a big brother of mine, but because
I'm smart as hell. That's what you. That's
nah,
what you're really trying to say.
That's not what I was saying either. Because if
I feel like that's what he's trying to say.
No. But because this is
thank you.
Keep saying it
no.
over again.
The reason why
Thank you.
The reason why this is a learning thing is because this is something that you never have gotten to see, and you have no idea what this means, right? Like all you hear is the finished product, and when you hear the finished product, you think about it from a standpoint of business. Well, why would they sign a person if they don't understand what he's doing because they invest in it?
Right.
So that's the reason why this conversation is important to have.
Well, the
because
reason they're signing artists that they don't understand is because they're trying to make money.
Right.
And they feel like, okay, we'll figure that shit out.
Right.
So my struggle was to make sure that they didn't just throw me to the we figuring it out thing. I had to make a mark. You know what I'm saying? Because usually what happens is, okay, we'll sign him and we'll figure that shit out. Nah, that ain't about to be me, nigga.
Right.
I'm the shit.
Right.
That was
Right
my
now.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's right
nah,
now.
we not gonna figure.
Yeah.
You gonna figure this shit out while I do some shit.
Yeah.
And that was my thing.
Yeah.
But this is we're talking about an era though, and correct me if I'm wrong. Between the both of you, we're talking about an era in which the label had a lot to do with the product that you put out.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Oh yes.
And a lot of times you put out product that you might not have agreed with putting out, right? Like you might not have.
They put out product that I didn't agree
That's
with.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know what? I have to give Puff his props on this one because it was what we had to go through as a group. Imagine having four lead singers.
Right.
3 of the guys have traditional voices, and the president of your label says, "Hey, you can't be Boyz II Men.
Mm-hmm.
They already there. You're not gonna be Jodeci. Created Jodeci. You need to be the best you.
Yeah.
What's gonna make you stand out?
Now you gotta figure out what's you.
You have an X factor in your group, and he's it. Now, here we go. You know what I'm saying? But I have to give it to her because I mean, I'm unapologetically. Look, I'm sorry, not sorry, because it worked. I mean, we sold more than most of the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, but you know, I'm glad that Puff did have the vision to see like, and he did allow Tim and Bob to come up to New York. You know what I'm saying? So we got a chance to, you know what I'm saying? We got a chance to work. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, Trader Truth has hit me up. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like I'm glad we did, and I ain't in front. The same thing with y'all. Y'all did have Def Jam, but you had Def Soul.
Yeah, but it was. Remember, we started it. It was Montel
Right.
Jordan, and I was the first artist on Def Soul.
I know.
And I was the last artist that Russell personally signed to Def Jam. LL Cool J was the first artist he signed,
And Run
and I
DMC
was the last one.
Oh yeah, you were last. Right.
Yeah, I was the last one.
Right.
I'm like, okay, well, don't put that pressure on me. Let's go.
Hey.
But-
So I can't fuck up.
Right. But I looked at you as the pillar of, like, if you came out different from how you came out,
Right.
I would have been very confused.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
the culture of Def Jam
Right.
is exactly what you're
Exactly.
saying.
Nah,
These
you're right.
hard beating records, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the
Yeah.
way you came off, it was like, that's how, yeah.
Right.
And
That's
if it was
how
fake, you would have caught it.
I
like,
would have caught it. I'd
this
have
is
been like,
some fake
hey,
shit.
this is, man, they trying
Yeah.
to make this man
Yeah.
cool.
Like
you
this
know what I'm saying? Like,
nigga in love.
Yeah.
Like they do know how to love.
He'd
in
be
the
like,
hood.
yo,
yeah.
this nigga from the suburbs.
Right.
Cause we sniffed
we
that
knew
out.
that.
Yeah.
No, we
fast.
sniffed that out.
Oh yeah.
My bad.
No, that's good. Like this
I
is.
know you're from the suburbs. My bad.
Yep, sure am.
No disrespect. I love
None
you.
taken.
Yeah.
My nigga.
See, he don't. Yes, I am, but that's got nothing to do with
I
it.
love this guy.
Yeah, whatever.
You owe me $23, but it's okay.
Yeah, I do owe you some. I do owe you some.
That did $23.74.
Yeah, yeah.
What's happening?
You ain't finna get it. No, but this is listen. Like, and I know we gotta go, but this is.
Because I got to pee like a Russian racehorse.
Nobody really cares about that though. Like we're trying to have a show right
The
now.
listeners care.
They don't care if you have to pee.
Oh, they care.
No, they don't. They really don't.
Watch this.
What they care about is whether it's gonna burn or not when it come out.
care.
That's what they care about.
What kind of man are you? What you? Wait till I tell my wife. Hey, Jay just said some fucked up shit about you, man.
Hey, he know not to try
Guess
me,
who
man.
can't come over no more?
Y'all know
Wait,
he
guess
know
who
not
can't
to
come over no more?
Y'all know
It's
he
gonna
know
be
not to
really
come here with it, man.
uncomfortable.
No,
Okay.
but listen. I think that this conversation
She
was
said
much
call up
needed.
as soon as you done.
You know what I mean? I think that this is something that offers people a perspective that's different than the one that they were conditioned to believe in, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially coming from that era, right? We all in this room love and respect that era. But you guys just came out with information that a lot of us didn't know about that era. And what does it do? It makes you appreciate it more.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because when all you have to experience is the finished product is Touch Me, Tease Me, or Peaches, or Cupid, or Happily Ever After, and that's all you have to see, or unsung because they're going to edit that a certain type of way, right?
That's why we refuse to do it.
I did mine, but let me tell you what we
You
told
heard
them.
that, right? I didn't know
Hold on,
that.
Slim. Let me tell you, we did too. What we told them is that we had to have final control, and that's the reason I did it.
Really?
Oh, see, there you go.
Yeah, we had control.
Now,
of it.
you and I remember you told me that, but
Yeah,
you
we had
guys
control of
refused to do it?
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's not even a thought. Why? Because I feel like that we still have chapters in our book.
Dig
we
that.
still have to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can dig that too.
So it's just like, to me, unsung kind of pits it like, okay, this is the story.
Like that's the end of it.
and
that's
then
it.
that's the end of
That's
it.
how you
When
see it.
it's
They go to
far
Tombstone.
from it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
No,
it-
because I
It
look
does
at
do
it
that,
like
but
Right.
yours, let me
But
tell you the
know
cool
why?
thing.
Because the way that they used to do it. But I'm like, we're not doing mine as though this is the end. And
Right.
That was the difference.
You want some inside? You want some? Y'all want an
And
inside
we was
story?
filming that unsung. It was
Wait.
us and y'all in Detroit. And I jumped off stage. I didn't realize that I was older now. And remember, I used to jump off stage. Right. Nigga, I landed on my knees. Was like abandoned
we
ship.
like, yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
Nigga.
yeah. What you thought this was 20 years
My
later
knees
now?
was
huh?
like abandoned
yeah.
ship, nigga.
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
See,
Hey.
but that's what it's all about, man. Is having the conversations like that and letting people into some information that they didn't have prior to having this type of a conversation, man. Because listen, we're talking about an era that will never be duplicated. We're talking about an era that will never be forgotten. We're talking about an era that is still sampled a lot to this day,
Yeah.
right?
They done sampled all my shit.
Yeah, they have, and they're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
continue
Get some
to do
more.
that.
Let's do some more.
You know,
Yeah, get some more.
We're gonna clear that.
sir.
So
we're gonna
yeah,
clear it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
no
as
problem.
you should, because to me, that's showing love. That's paying homage. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's not. There's no
It
disrespect
could be
involved
stealing.
there.
I give not a fuck.
Who?
Sample it.
Hey,
It could be
Did you-
stealing.
did
I
you
don't
just
care.
say-
Yeah, I give not a fuck. Let's
Hey,
go.
man.
Right.
Keep it coming.
hey, because that wakes us up.
All
You know what I'm saying?
day.
All day
Tell
long.
Facebook and Instagram to stop muting my music when I use your stuff. They were like, oh,
Well,
this is
I
really
don't.
well,
I can't really do anything about that
Well, okay. I was
unless
trying to use
well
it.
use my line. I'd be like, this is me
Yeah, this
singing
actually
my
me,
song,
my
right?
song. Yeah,
my
that's what I
video.
said. I'm like, this is
right.
me.
And then they be like,
Hey.
all right, my bad.
Oh, my fault. I'm
God,
like,
sorry.
you know you're to stop being an asshole.
I'm gonna copy and paste it, send it to you.
Thank
you
you.
just
Right.
use it.
Thank you.
They could be
That's
like,
crazy.
oh, and just be like, hey, I've transitioned. That's some shit.
So what's what's
We
coming
do
up for
that.
Slim? What's coming up for the 112 brand? Like what happens from here, man?
Okay, so I got so much stuff going on. Okay, so here we go.
He like a kid just now. I'm
yeah. You saw that?
This is the good part. This is the good part.
All right, so first off, I'm an executive producer of a TV show.
Dope.
So it's called City Uncensored TV, right? So basically, in the world that it's digital, man, they don't have 106 in Park or
Right.
MTV, TRLs, or DFX, and stuff like that. So we're pretty much creating that situation, and it's definitely about to go not just on the stage, but we'll come out to your community. We're gonna touch all aspects. It goes from the artist to the writer, the producer. Well, we got like chefs, and you know what I'm saying, just everything. We're touching everything. You know what I'm saying? We want to just touch, and it has nothing to do with just R&B or just hip hop. It's all facets. It's all general. It's just us.
That's dope.
Unapologetically us.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that one. Big shouts to everybody that's involved in that situation. projects that's coming out. 112, we're on. Boy, we on the road. It seems as though we've been on a tour for about the past 5 years. And so we actually have amazing tours coming up starting in September. I don't think I'm going to be home till like next April. Let's see. I know I'm missing.
I'm sure if they have to.
Man, I just got all kinds. So me and my manager Greg, big shout out to Greg. We're got into real estate and start buying investment properties and stuff like that. So
dope.
Hampton. Big shout out to my cousin Sheriff Reginald Scandrick. He's the first black African American sheriff in Henry County.
I remember that. I remember that
so
name.
That's my cousin. And
what about Orlando Scandrick?
Orlando is my cousin too.
Is it?
Yes.
Nigga,
Yeah,
I was like, I bet you that's his cousin.
Big shouts out there. What's
name.
up, Orlando? So, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
He's living
That's
his life
dope.
real
That's
good.
dope.
So yes, Shaq is down there in Henry County too.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're doing so many big things out there in the community. We have a show in Stockbridge. I want to bring everybody. I'm telling you,
Man, let's go.
You gotta come.
You know, ain't nothing but a word to
So
me.
you know what I'm saying. So that's coming out August 20th. Man, am I missing anything, Dobie? Huh?
Yeah,
New
you missed
music.
that. You went
Okay.
all around music.
Okay, so music. So right now I'm trying to close a deal right now. Oh yeah, dang, I'm missing two things. I'm trying to close. So I got so I have my project. Of course, you heard me and Case.
Yep.
I'm actually probably going to I'm going to start my own label digitally, but it's going to have the same impact and the same feel as like Bad Boy. It's going to have. We're going to have some fun, and I'm going to involve everybody around the world through social media to turn in their best right, and I'm going to sign them. I'm going to sign them and put them
That's
out.
dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Yeah.
And what's going to be crazy is it's not going to be one of those crazy deals. Licenses and everything. 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So and then you're going to learn the situation. They teach you, and then you can do it yourself.
Do it yourself, yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's dope.
So
That's
you know,
dope.
hey, if I can't teach you, I can't call myself a boss.
Right.
That's
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
up. I love it.
And
But
then
if you can't learn, you can't call yourself a student.
bye.
Right.
And
How about
then
that?
the last final situation, I'm doing a biopic about, you know what I'm saying, possible. I wouldn't say a 112 story, but it's going to be through my eyes. So in my life, we'll talk about a lot of great things of what a lot of people around the world wants to know.
Exactly.
And the one thing about
Let me play
about
Charlie Mack.
Slim, you want to do this,
Let
Charlie
me play
Mack?
Charlie Mack from Philly. That's
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
me.
he was big shout out to Charlie Mack. The
That's
first
my
time we
dog.
came there,
Yeah,
he
I'ma
brought
be
us
Charlie
to
Mack.
South Philly.
I'm
He
like,
brought us
yeah,
to
let me
South
tell you
Philly. The
something.
first time it was off the chain, but
I already know.
Yeah,
Where
but
I'm from in Charlie
yeah,
Mack
yeah.
a couple days ago. Yeah.
it was kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? But big shot, yeah. But it was the energy was great. So yes, I'm in the process of putting that movie together right now, and it's gonna feel very close to like how the 5 Heartbeats.
Okay.
So you're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry. It's gonna go through a roller coaster of emotions, and you're gonna learn a lot of things. And I'm gonna do it in a very. I'm not gonna give you up, but I'm gonna do it in a way that you know, it's not opinion. I'm gonna show actual receipts.
It is what it is.
Okay.
Good.
Like, so hey, it is what it is. That's why the reason why I don't do certain podcasts and stuff
Right,
like that
right.
because
Yeah. Right.
they're trying to put a door on it, and
Yeah.
as you see, it's a lot of stuff.
It's-
Now
Hey.
open that bitch up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do everything, man. Do it, because if you don't,
I got nothing but love for
Oh, there you go.
Gotta
baby.
get it
He
while
gonna,
you
he gonna get
can.
that in at some point.
Yeah, man.
He done,
Hey,
he done
man.
took the wrong back. I got the sign.
Yeah. Oh, we
Do the
appreciate
people
you
want
coming
the
in, man.
song?
This was needed, I think,
Yeah.
for a lot of reasons.
Oh, yeah.
Especially considering again the climate that we live in right now, even over the past couple of days.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, we needed to have this kind of conversation, and this needs to get blasted in front of everybody right now. Like this needs to get just a refresher. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like having a good bottle of water. You know what I mean? Like this was needed right now. So
Especially after they was both picking on me last week on last week's show.
Nobody
It's okay. I
picked
got
on
all your
you.
emails. I got all your DMs.
What?
Thank you for
Nobody
feeling
picked on
me.
you.
You know, gotta deal with them. It's cool.
No, 'cause you know he's still
Gotta
mad.
deal with
He's
them.
like, gotta
It's
deal
cool.
with them.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
That's what
Hey,
Oh,
I love y'all.
You're mad
And
about
that's
the-
all that matters.
Feed the
I
kids.
love you and I love
Feed
you.
the kids, Case.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the Kickback Podcast. There's no room for this type of BS conversation happening right now.
Out
So
as pure gold.
we appreciate you coming.
Though we're
We'll see you next Wednesday, baby.
tried in the
Everybody, have a
fire,
good week.
we come out as pure. Yeah, yeah.